When the world went black, I hid on the highest shelf, safe away from the night. It was a place I always went to back in the time when I took everything for granted. Back when all was light. No human would find me, and only stray mice excited me. I loved the dust, loved the scent of the wild that seeped from the crevices of what lied beyond the confines of my garage. I remember the smell of cut grass and barbecues. The smell of locusts and lizards and ants too. A woman's perfume drifting through the tendrils of long forgotten scents no human could ever know. Most importantly, I miss the feeling of home, even more the sounds. I reminisce on my man-creature, his family, and their daily antics, a cacophony of voices, blaring music, and laughter. What I miss the most, though, is the raucous symphony of traffic that cruised up and down the street. At least I knew they were around back then, no matter how much I would be alarmed. Thank God for dust and high shelving. I wouldn't be here to tell the story if it wasn't so. The one thing that permeates our noses now is persistent rot and death. All we feel is cold and rain, and even that is pain, for it burns to the touch. No longer are the skies above bright blue, only gray and black clouds are the ever-pressing hues. I swear even the day has turned to red, and the moon shines silver no more, and has turned to rusty orange. Whatever birds are left refuse to sing, and flowers cease to bloom. No joy can be found in chasing leaves. It's as if we exist in an empty room.
I rest my head between the bed and sky, and download my dread disarm my mind, make it dry. There's nothing in motion and I'm satisfied, and no disappointment till I wake up. I don't wanna wake up. Into clear space.
The single comfort we can find is in each other as we seek a new shelter for the night, shivering in the stinging rain and shaking from the constant fright. We cannot tolerate the agonizing cries anymore and only want release. Forever sighing wind acts as a catatonic rhythm to this desolate orchestra of what we know to be the end.
Lana,
Cries Baltimere, shaking me from the reverie. Wiping the crust from my eyes, I turn to look up at his frayed demeanor.
get up. We have to go. Apparently, the sky's pulling away once again. We can't stay here. It's time to, move.
As his tail shakes, he runs away and darts through the opening of the blue wooden panel, orange tufts of fur clinging to their cracks. We thought things would be different here, but they aren't. We are hunted. Hunted by the sky. Hunted by the forest. And stalked by the ones we used to call befriended. Those who lied down and found peace in the forever sea, and now are returned. But they aren't so nice. No longer are they comrades, nor are they the ones we once upon a time called family. Rather, they are remnants of the living corpses we refer to as shells, whom seek to sate their insatiable appetites. They will feed upon anything the air brings forth, especially the living of their own kind. Even their own decayed bodies will suffice if nothing else is present on the breeze. That's why we hate the wind. Baltimore cries again, poking his orange head through the fence. As I run, I'm reminded of the steel, spring-loaded mechanism that keeps the gate closed. It always takes 2 cats to pull the gate open enough for the rest of us to pass. Baltimore stays behind as I dodge between the 2 trash cans and pass him. He's gathering the rest of the troop. Alexis rushes by, nearly knocking me from my feet. I see Getty and Len barely discernible in the darkness as they scramble from their hiding spots and fall in line behind me. It's so dark, all of us have turned to mere shadows in the night. We can all smell the stench of the rotting humans when they come cracking through the blue gate. Baltimore is still gathering us. I hear him scream to the other cats. He's now yards behind me and hopelessly far from the other gate. Agonizing cries of help are heard far down the streets from those who are lost. The spring coil gate ahead of us is barely being held open by Thomas and Flynn, and they are struggling. Alexis darts through with no trepidation, myself just inches behind her. In a mad rush, the others come pushing through the gate in a frenzy of tails and paws. Several yelps emanate in the silent air, but none quite so loud and agonizing as Baltimore's when Flynn and Thomas snapped the gate closed with a deafening bang. The 2 cats quickly fall in line with the rest of us as we continue running, only looking back when they comprehend their desperate mistake. We all stop and stand to stare as we realize Baltimore's left paw is the only part of him that made it to our side of the gate. He's now trapped inside with who knows how many of the rotten ones. Thomas gasps as he runs back to the gate. Flynn stays behind, frozen and dripping. His eyes can only stare in blank shock at Baltimore's paw, left sitting on the asphalt as it bleeds out into the flowing and stinging rain. In the dark, The red blood appears to be black as it disappears into the overgrown crevices. Thomas's cries are lost to deaf ears when he begs for Flynn's help in opening the gate once more. He struggles with its weight and slips on the slick concrete.
Flynn, help me.
By the time anyone can gather their senses, it's too late. A large pool of blood has gathered from under the gate. In horror, Thomas realizes what he slipped upon, and it is not the rain. We all must live with this now, but none more than Thomas and Flynn. Just like that, it's always this way, and instantly our lives change. Now I'm stuck with the memory of listening to our leader's screams while he was torn apart and devoured alive. Our sweet and compassionate leader who would never leave anyone behind and only cared for us to the best of his abilities. And now we wonder, when does our time come? And maybe it's time for a change.